What up, y'all? It's your boy R to the A to the S. Yes, Ross here, but see what costs blog. Today, doing a review of Thi'sl's Against All Odds, the book. Alright, so we did the album. Now we're going to talk about the book. You haven't read it. It's less than 200 pages. You can read it in a day. Pretty easy reading. If this was like Christian rap, this wouldn't be a quote unquote gospel book in a sense that like in scriptures are quoted all the time or anything like that. It's just mainly him telling his story, before Christ, on the things that led up to him to become a Christian. So like I said, it's really like a testimony book. You really get into see the things that really shaped him. The education system, how that failed him, how he made some certain choices that could have got him out of certain situations with the education system, and him choosing, popularity and fun over getting a good education. You get a little glimpse into his home life. He's always rapped about his mother. I hate you. Her battle with crack addiction, things of that sort, and you get to see how, in some sense, his mother definitely made some sacrifices for him, but at the same time, in terms of raising him and guiding him to do the right things, a lot of times she was incapacitated because she was dealing with this disease of addiction. So you see how that shapes him. You see how sex shapes him. His view of women and relationships and some of the choices he made, which are with him to this day. Of course, the street life, the gang life, because of poverty, because of lack, partly just, with his mother not having enough money, not having support from his father who didn't live with him, wasn't an active part of his life. Well, for the most part, growing up, we see how those things shaped him. So basically the book is really just getting you, against all odds, you're seeing these different systems shaping Thi'sl and the choices that he made, some of the choices that were made for him because of things that he did and what led up to the big him going to court and things of that sort, which if you've been a Thi'sl fan, you know what happens. Like I said, God isn't, like I said, it's not a gospel book in the sense of like God is just an active part where he speaks on that. Not really until the end do you see that. Like I said, it's more of a testimony. This is how I grew up. These are things that shaped me. And, then at the end, of course, we get that. We see how God's hand, was on his life. The people that influenced him, people like Flame and some other people who ministered to him. And how God just worked out different situations. Like I said, it wasn't a direct, God, how God directly did things, but you can see God's hand in his life, even getting breaks on certain things where he could have, things could have led to death or some long-term incarcerations, things of that sort. So I would say definitely if you're a Thi'sl fan, pick it up. This would be a good read for somebody who's not a Christian as well. Like I said, it doesn't hit you at first that this is coming from a Christian. So definitely check out this book. That's my thoughts on it. Love to hear yours. See what costs a blog. Kobe Sutts and I said Kobe Sutts. I'm sorry. Skip Bayless Sutts. I'm so used to saying Kobe Sutts. Skip Bayless Sutts, and I'm out.